Celebrity lives. Most of us love knowing every single detail. Why? Well, they're famous and rich, and most of them have a lifestyle that seems out of this world. When they make headlines, we often follow the story. In addition to having that out of this world lifestyle, some celebs have admitted that they started having sex at a rather young age. As you'll see, some are kind of unsurprising, yet there are more than a few famous people who lost their virginity at a shockingly young age. Ashton Kutcher. He starred on a long-running television sitcom, enjoyed a successful movie career, and been in relationships with some of the hottest women in Hollywood. Yeah, from the outside, it appears that Ashton Kutcher has lived a pretty good life. But not everything was always so good. According to the actor and model, his first time was rather forgettable. At just 15 years of age, Kutcher admitted he had his first sexual experience with a girl in a forest. According to the 38-year-old, the whole event was really awkward and just lasted 2 seconds. Angelina Jolie. This curvy actress is one of the biggest names in Hollywood, known for her range of movies, humanitarian work, and headline-grabbing marriage to actor Brad Pitt. She's definitely no conventional A-lister, so you shouldn't be surprised that her first time wasn't like most other people's on this list. Jolie lost her virginity when she was just 14. Was it awkward, uncomfortable, messy? Well, all we can say is that it involved knives, cutting, and a lot of blood. It may not sound conventional, but we bet it's a first time you'd never forget. Kim Kardashian. While a few of you might be surprised by this entry, we bet most aren't too shocked to see Kim Kardashian on this list. For the last several years, we've seen a lot of this socialite in the news, and there doesn't seem to be too much that's private anymore. That said, even before Kardashian was famous, she was hanging out with celebrity royalty. This included the Jackson family, and specifically Michael Jackson's nephew, TJ Jackson. The two dated for 2 years, and it was during this time that a 14-year-old Kardashian decided to lose her virginity. Britney Spears. Apparently, this former Mickey Mouse Club member was getting wild and crazy long before she was married to Kevin Federline. In fact, according to her mom, Spears started drinking at 13, not long after signing on with the Disney show. A year later, at 14, she reportedly lost her virginity. While some of you might think it was the Justin Timberlake, think again. In actuality, all we know is that it was an 18-year-old football player who Spears went to high school with. Johnny Depp. We all know him for playing roles in such films as Edward Scissorhands, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Alice in Wonderland, and the Pirates of the Caribbean series. While his sometimes dark and unconventional characters can make for interesting films, it hasn't always been about the big screen for Depp. The 52-year-old actually started his road to stardom with various garage bands when he was just 12 years old. In fact, at about 13 years old, Depp and his band had their own groupies, and it was with one of these fans that he admitted to having his first sexual experience in the back of a van. Sean Diddy Combs. This 46-year-old made a name for himself as a rapper in the music industry before moving on to producing, acting, and various business ventures. You could say he's determined and very goal-oriented in every aspect of his life. In fact, in an interview, he confessed that he tried to have sex at just 7 years of age. That didn't go so well, but Diddy kept on trying, and by the age of 13, he had succeeded thanks in large part to the availability of cheap, pay-by-the-hour Bronx hotels. Anthony Kiedis. This singer and songwriter is best known for being the frontman of the very successful Red Hot Chili Peppers. In fact, even before his musical success, Kiedis was a part of the A-list lifestyle thanks to appearing in various films and hanging out with famous musicians and actors who were acquaintances of his father. This unconventional upbringing also saw Kiedis have his first sexual experience at just 12 years of age. Who was the girl? Well, it turns out it was actually his dad's girlfriend. Even stranger, Kiedis got permission from his dad first before getting it on for the first time. Matthew Fox. You've likely seen this actor doing his thing on such hit television series as Party of Five or more recently Lost. The 49-year-old remains active in the movie business, but if you follow the tabloids over the years, he's also kept pretty busy in the strip clubs. While he denied any infidelity in that department, he did admit that losing his virginity was a less than memorable experience. At just 12 years of age, Fox says he experienced his first absolutely terrible time down by the local river while there was a rodeo going on in his Wyoming town. Yeehaw. Lil Wayne. 33-year-old Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. is a successful rapper who you probably know better as Lil Wayne. Having confessed to having sex with groups of up to 5 people at once, you probably wouldn't be shocked then to find out that he lost his virginity at just the age of 11. According to Wayne, it all happened when he was over at a friend's house. While playing a board game, the 13-year-old girl he was with decided to introduce him to a new game, in the closet. Chris Brown. If we were to ask you what you were doing at just the age of 8, chances are it would be hard for you to remember. Not for Chris Brown. The singer apparently remembers what, or should we say who, he was doing at that very young age. The 27-year-old told reporters that he watched so much porn when he was little that he was ready to go when the opportunity presented itself. We just hope he was in good health and used protection, because as every 8-year-old knows, that is a prime age for catching cooties.